Thank you, madam, for giving me the chance. I will give more thanks at the end if you give me reasonable, extended time for giving this speech. Madam, ever since I have seen any budget speech, the budget speech delivered on 5th July 2019 is lengthy. I have never come across such a lengthy budget speech which doesn't have any details and or indication regarding how this object will be achieved. This budget is completely a visionless budget, and in fact a total vision is derailed. On top, it is not only the budget imposes stress, but also additional excise duty on petrol and diesel, leading to the price increase. Nearly 2 rupees have been increased per litre, along with the VAT, and says it will come 2.50 per litre. Therefore, it is having a tremendous effect on daily life of the all the peoples of the country. All will be affected. Each and every one will be affected. Although in the world market price of crude oil have not been increased, but by reason of imposition of surcharge and special additional excise duty, rupees 2.50 per litre for petrol and rupees 2.30 per diesel will be increased. In the global market during last 3 months, crude oil rate has been decreased $11. But during last 5 years, 9 times petrol rates have been increased and twice it had been decreased. Madam, this budget is not at all growth-oriented budget. The Honorable Finance Minister had given thanks to the honest taxpayers. If the taxpayers deserve thanks from the Finance Minister, why the tax relief has not been given to the persons who earn more than 5 lakhs rupees? Madam, 3% surcharge has been imposed in case of income of 2 crores. We are saying that peoples of this country, students of this country, youths of this country should be more educated, they should get good employment. And each and every educated person, employees, serviceman, professional man, 2 crores income is nothing. They are not rich. They are only upper middle class. They are only, Mr. Anurag Thakurji, they are only upper middle class, not rich. They don't come within the category of the rich people. Building up the nation is not the lone responsibility of the taxpayers, madam. Building up the nations, also the responsibility of the ministers. When you are saying building up the nation, for the purpose of the building of the nation's tax is being imposed on 2 crores. I am saying why? The ministers are not saying that we will not take salaries for the building of the nations of the country. You must say that we are leaving the salary for building up the nations. Why it will not be done? Madam, this has been said by the Honorable Finance Minister Nari to Narayani. And we, the Bengalis, teach these women as the power of goddesses. Om Sarva Mangala Mangale Shive, Sarvartha Sadike, Saranye Stammake Gauri, Narayani Namastute, Sisti Sthiti Vinasanam, Shakti Bhuta Sanatani, Gunasai Gunamai, Narayani Namastute, Saranagara Dinatso, Paritrana Parayane, Sarvasati Hare Devi, Narayani Namastute. We take it in that way. But what you have done? In case of women empowerment, the revised expenditure was 1,156 in 2018-19. But in case of women empowerment, you have increased from 1,156 to 1,330 only. Where is the effective steps have been taken? Allocation of money for the women empowerment itself. Madam, this is the budget which speaks about nothing but the corporates. Corporate tax reliefs have been extended from 250 crores, those who are dealing with the 250 crores to 400 crores. They have been given the benefit of tax. But benefit of tax has not been extended to a person who earns more than 5 lakhs. This budget is completely for the corporate's budget. This budget, because of the disinvestment, 1,05,000 crores would be earned by reason of the disinvestment. Therefore, you are selling the nation's property. You are really selling the nation's property. You are selling the country itself. You are trying to bring the foreigners only. You are bringing the foreigners only in the insurance. You are bringing the insurance. This is disinvestment. If because of the disinvestment, sir, employees' service will be under threat. Each and everyone knows, in any corporate, any employee and one worker only remains within under the hire and fire policy. He doesn't know whether tomorrow his service will be there or not. By making disinvestment, by bringing the foreign investors, by selling the assets of the country, you are keeping the employees and the services under threat. Sir, I had a little chances being a representative of this parliament for going to foreign countries. And everywhere, in every places, they praised about Air India. Air India is compared with the British Airlines. Air India is a national carriage. Air India is also everywhere is being compared with their national carriage. But today you are going to sell out the Air India. What remains? Everything, all will go to the Adanis. All will go to the Adanis. Adanis and others industrialists. Everyone will go, it will go to the Adanis. Very good. This will run the country. This will run the country. Madam, sorry, sir. Yes, sir. So far, unemployment is concerned. In the budget, no road map or plan is there to create jobs for youth. A report from the National Sample Survey Organization stated that unemployment in the country has touched a 45 years high. Today's condition is this. And it has gone up to 6.1% for the financial year 2017 to 18. But in West Bengal, it is 4.6% lower than the central former, as per central former Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India. Sir, labor-oriented industries like leather, jewelry, petrochemicals, garments founded are generating more jobs under the leadership of our Chief Minister. India having a jobless growth now. Only 1 million jobs were created in last 5 years, where we need more than 1 million jobs in every year. And Modi government earlier and this year also, this term is failing to keep up promise regarding employment, and which would be dangerous for our country's security also. In respect of the agriculture, sir, around 40% of the workforce is engaged in agriculture and associated activities. Total 60% of the population dependent on agricultural income according to the 2011 census. Government is proposing zero budget natural farming. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that? The policy of JPNF also does not mention whether zero budget implies zero input or not. Sir, during last 3 years in our country, 12,000 farmers have committed suicide. This is your agriculture policy. Today, nothing has been indicated in this speech itself or any documents whether, in which way the agriculture farmers, their cases will be improved. Sir, it has been said that regarding the loan of house, if 45 lakhs up to 45 lakhs, purchase a house, then in that case tax relief will be granted. Sir, may I tell you, sir, can any of the ministers can go in any metro cities and give me one BHK flat at the cost of rupees 45 lakhs? Can you? In any metro cities? Not at all. The poor people have middle class people, those who want to purchase flat, they will not get the tax relief at all in the metro cities. Why the discrimination? Why the discrimination between the middle class people of the metro cities and the other places? Why this discrimination? Sir, cutting interest rates of PPF and other small savings. We have 104 million elderly persons in India. In every budget, you are cutting the interest rate in Provident Fund account and in small savings. Then how they will survive, sir? How they will survive? Sir, you know, you are having the experience, you are having legal experience. You are a lawyer. Sir, tell me, in a case of maintenance, permanent maintenance, at the time of divorce, an woman has to depend upon the maintenance itself. She has to pass her entire life on the basis of an interest. Day by day, you are decreasing the interest itself. What relief you are giving? Simply saying नारी है नारायणी, ऐसे नहीं होगा। नारी है नारायणी, नारी है नारायणी होगा तो नारी को और बहुत से रिलीफ देना होगा, वो अब नहीं हुआ। स्लोगन में नहीं चलेगा, स्लोगन में कुछ नहीं है। सो जो है that is in substantive things where you have given this relief. Sir, so far the TDS is concerned, so far today a child is also entitled to get the maintenance. His maintenance is kept. This child when will grow up, what rate of interest will get it? How he will survive? How he will survive? Therefore, reduction in every year interest, either provident fund account or any other small savings, and banks fixed deposit interest, saving interest, are really taking away the little bit of right to livelihood as protected under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. You are hitting there. Yeah, they are hitting there. Sir, cost of most ignored part in this budget is education. Still we are far behind to implement the Kothari Commission's report on spending 6% of GDP on education. Nothing mentioned about the school education in this speech. We need a clear plan about fund to educate each and every child of this country. But government is trying to make education as a commodity. If the cost of engineering education in India in some premier institute costs today 10 lakhs, the education in India after 15 years would be 40 to 50 lakhs. Small scale industry. How GST killed the small scale of industry in India. GST in the textile harbor of Surat in Gujarat. As per the GST laws, power looms have been barred from seeking any input tax credit refund. Last year's assessment, protest by the Surat textile business against GST adopted all work for a period of 20 days, leading to a loss of rupees 100 crore across the market. Jari, which is a famous industry in West Bengal, they are affected by reason of the imposition of the GST itself. Bidi, crackers, beverages, biscuits, pickles, confectionaries, so many articles, everyday's articles are affected because of the GST itself. Sir, I will, tea industry, how the tea industry is suffering. The draconian proposal to levy 2% tax if annual cash withdrawals exceeds rupees 1 crore will affect Bengal's tea industry as most gardens disburse wages in cash. Around 3.25 lakh workers are employed in 2076 tea gardens. Around 90% are still paid their weekly or fortnightly wages in cash. If this is done, how much tax amount has to be withdrawn in a month? 7 crore. 7 crore. Then for the payment of making wages to the tea garden workers who are paying in cash, then the 2% tax will be 3%, 2% tax will be imposed. Ultimately, it will go to whom? Not the owner. It will pass away to the employees itself. Sir, in November 2016, when the center had demonetized 1,500 rupees notes and laid stress on digital mode of payment, the disbursal of tea workers' wages got delayed because of the cash crunch. The banking infrastructure is so weak, in these areas the management had to resume wages disbursement in cash. Do you seriously consider that in rural areas e-banking is there? Do you seriously consider? If you go to the rural area, you will not get the net. You can't make any bank transaction. Sir, even I tell you, last 2 weeks back, I wanted to consume one article by applying this net banking. One of my colleagues tried to help me, but it has been failed. Nothing has come. Ultimately, when I have gone out, then I have got. Where is the digital India? Sir, just give. Digital India have gone. Digital India is not at all achieving the result. Sir, very shortly I will tell you. Through you, sir, I will very shortly say. Very minimum amount has increased in few cases. In case of industry and commerce, in 2018-19, it was 28,394 crores. Now it has been decreased to 27,043 crores. Northeast development, it was 2,629 RE. It has been increased only 3,000 crores. Electricity, RE, it was 46,150. It has gone down now. With this budget allocation is 44,638. Minimum increase in national social health, 8,900 was there. Benefit is only more 300 crores, 9,200. Scheduled caste development. Scheduled caste development, kindly see. We speak so many things about that. Scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, Dalits, उन लोग का करना होगा. 778 crores was RE. Now this time it is 3,810. I will give you respect, sir. I will end it.
No.
Sir, I tell you, from my mother, from my sisters, from my all sister colleagues in life, from my all friends, from my all sister media friends, I have got blessings, rakis, and other things, other materials. But this is the first time an woman finance minister has frustrated us. She has not given anything to us. She has frustrated the entire budget. She has entire budget. You want to see about. It is the gods of the Honorable Chief Minister to speak. Return the card money. Prime Minister Modi has no guts to say that return the card money on Rafale deal. 7,500 crores.
Thank you.
Return the card money. Prime Minister Modi has no guts to say that return the card money on Rafale deal. 7,500 crores.
Thank you.
Return the card money. Prime Minister Modi has no guts to say that return the card money on Rafale deal. 7,500 crores.
Thank you.
That guts you don't have. You don't have at all.